Hey guys, Adnan Farooq here at your service, and the topic of this video is how to stay calm and how to avoid anxiety in these testing times. Coronavirus is here and most of us find us panicking, and panic never helps. Even if you go to these recognized websites, websites like the World Health Organization and all the gurus that are talking about it, जहाँ पे वो प्रिकॉशन की बात कर रहे हैं वो वहाँ पे कामनेस की भी बात कर रहे हैं, दैट वी नीड टू स्टे काम बिकॉज fear and anxiety, they don't help. So what I've done is I've collected my list of 12 things that we can all practice. मेरे जो clients हैं, I've been talking to them, and I've had some very positive feedback when we discuss things. So I thought, why not share it with you guys, and hopefully you will find some use in that. And I would also urge you to write these things down because we all tend to forget. So without further ado, let's start. I've like I said, 12 things that we can practice. Number one, create a schedule. You see, when we have a schedule, even though we're not going out, even though we're restricted at home, I'm sure if we put our minds, we can find things that we can schedule. So what I'm simply trying to say is, if we have literally an hour to hour schedule, we can be more productive. So for example, helping in cleaning, I know guys will find it pretty weird, but we don't have a choice. We might as well be busy. Scheduling time to exercise, scheduling time to interact with kids, scheduling time for news, scheduling time for other stuff. Maybe you're working from home. So I'm sure you can get a sense. So if you schedule and plan it accordingly, you will find that your day is much more productive rather than just going on autopilot. Number two, the practice of gratitude, being thankful. Obviously, the world and all of us are in a state of emergency, but let's not forget. I'm hoping and I'm praying that you and the people around you, our friends and family, they're all safe. So I'm sure there are a lot of things that we can find to still be thankful for. And the power of gratitude is such, जब इसको practice करते हैं, and once it really sinks in times of fear and anxiety, इंसान का दिमाग, because you have been practicing gratitude, and the state of thankfulness takes over and it reminds us that things could have been much worse. So the practice of gratitude, if you haven't tried it, try it and see the difference it makes. Moving forward. Now this is point number 3, relates to interpersonal skills, because I've been getting calls and messages from my clients saying that we're at home and this is a difficult time because bahar nikalne ko koi rasta nahi hai and we're in each other's faces. So I think more than ever now is the time to really practice interpersonal skills. और उसके अंदर जो interpersonal skills के अंदर empathy, I believe, is one of the really important ones, which means that whatever your significant other is, whoever your significant other is, your wife, your husband, or in-laws, or whatever your domestic setup is, empathize with how they are behaving, empathize with how they are reacting, empathize with what they're saying, which simply means learning to be in the other person's shoes and trying to see things from their angle and their perspective. If I put it in a different way, so I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. If I draw a digit 6 here, you will see it as 9. मुझे तो 6 नंबर नज़र आ रहा है, आपको 9 नज़र आ रहा है. That's because you are at a different angle. You are looking at the same situation from a different angle with your own perception. And empathy, if we understand what it is, we can really give each other the much needed margin, that if we say कि अच्छा यार कोई बात नहीं, अगर अगले ने कोई बात कर दी है जो हमें बुरी लगी है, तो हम अगले को मार्जिन किस तरह दे सकते हैं कि it's okay, maybe I would have done the same thing if I were in his or her shoes. The next point, number 4, is also relating to interpersonal skills, because I believe if we are when we are domestically confined, और एक दूसरे के साथ जब इंसान चीज़ें थोड़ी सी अपसेट होती हैं because of multiple reasons, then it can actually incite more fear and panic. So number 4 is cultivating the ability to improve hearing skills. Cultivating the ability to improve hearing skills. And for most of us, we are listening to reply, we are not listening to understand. Please understand this because it is absolutely critical. Most of us, अगला बंदा जब बात कर रहा होता है तो हम as a automatic reaction हम अपना जवाब पहले तैयार कर रहे होते हैं, rather than trying to understand what the person is trying to communicate. And the psychology of relationships tells us that most of us, when we're trying to convey our concerns, we are not good at actually expressing ourselves. So if you put things into perspective, the other person was trying to say something and instead said something else, but was trying to mean something else. और दूसरी तरफ हमें समझ कुछ और आई है, and that becomes the basis of trouble. So we need to really practice, और उसका तरीका ये है कि practice hearing skills का क्या है? Allow the other person to finish what they're saying without cutting them off, and really trying to process what they're trying to say, and maybe even getting a confirmation, is this what you mean? So I would hold myself in a position where maybe I've had the worst listening skills, and मैंने थोड़ा सा इसको cultivate किया, थोड़ी सी इस practice को अपनी ज़िंदगी में लेके आया हूँ, and trust me, it has made a huge difference. Moving forward, number 5, minimize time on social media. Now this is also huge because most of us are glued onto our phones, constant updates on Facebook and Instagram, and although it is helpful staying abreast with the situation, but we don't need minute to minute information. और हर बंदा हर अपनी सेंस में बात कर रहा है, कोई पैनिक की बात कर रहा है, कोई कुछ बात कर रहा है. There's a lot of anxiety everywhere, and we don't need a share of that anxiety. So as long as you know that you are limiting your time on social media, trust me, you will be in a much less fear and panic situation. Number 6, choose your updates wisely. The sources, हर वक्त न्यूज़ चैनल बैकग्राउंड में ना लगाएं, और अगर लगाना भी है तो वो वाले न्यूज़ चैनल्स प्लीज़ ना यूज़ करें जिसके अंदर हर वक्त मसाला और चटपटा लगा के अखबार बेचने की कोशिश की जा रही है. And only us Pakistanis will understand what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. If you want information updates, you can go to international websites like the World Health Organization, and even the local channels that are probably not spicing things up. So without taking names and without pointing fingers, you know what I'm trying to say. So stay updated, but also get information that is also empowering, that is also elevating. सिर्फ ये नहीं कि अपने आप को उस information से depress करना है. Number 7, exercise at home. Gyms बंद हैं. I know you can see me in the gym, but this is the gym is closed, and I'm just shooting for this video. And exercising at home is, there you will find a lot of resources. If you go to my website, वहाँ पे भी YouTube channel पे भी आपको information मिलेगी. So इसकी कोई कमी नहीं है. Exercise की कोई ना कोई video निकालें and do some exercise at home, और इसका time schedule करें जिस तरह मैंने पहले point में बात की. Point number 8, eat healthy. Nutrition helps the feel better aspect, because when you're eating healthy, you're providing your body with nutrients. Your body and your mind are utilizing those nutrients. It helps a long way. It will help your sleep cycle. It will help your mood. It will help your anxiety. So this is a good time to improve your health and via nutrition. I've also talked about this on my blog, adnanfarouk.com. वहाँ पे कौन सी diet और क्या खाना चाहिए, you will find that information there as well. Number 9, choose social connections wisely, which means कि हम जिन लोगों के साथ virtually connect कर रहे हैं, वैसे तो हम socially नहीं मिल रहे, लेकिन virtually हम socialize ज़रूर कर रहे हैं. And may I humbly request you to stay away from people who are constantly pulling the energy out of you. There are some people who, no matter what, will just panic and panic and panic. And please try to limit your interaction with such people, because you may or may not already be in a volatile state of mind, and when you interact with such people, such negative comments and such negative energy, you will find yourself also panicking. So इसके अंदर आपने खुद डिसाइड करना है कि किन लोगों से आपने थोड़ा सा पीछे हटना है और कुछ लोगों से आपने बहुत ज़्यादा पीछे हटना है, क्योंकि there are some people that, you know, because of our relations, we cannot totally cut off from. So you know what I'm trying to say. Point number 10, practice emotional awareness, which simply means कि इस वक्त हालात ऐसे हैं कि we are in a sea of emotions. Sometimes it's frustration, other times it's anger, other times it's sadness, whatever it may be. Psychologists suggest that awareness is one of the ways in which we can improve our emotional ability, and we can reduce stress and panic by becoming aware of what I'm feeling in the moment. So for example, I could pause in the moment and ask myself, what emotion am I feeling? Am I angry? Am I frustrated? Am I sad? When you do this, what are you doing? You're actually becoming self-aware, and self-awareness is the beginning of self-regulation, and both of these things are interconnected. So try practicing awareness of what emotion you're feeling. Second last point, focus on what you can control. For example, the human psychology is such that when we focus on the uncontrollables, when we focus on things outside our control, that's where fear and panic comes about. That is the beginning and the basis of fear and panic. Focus on the controllables. For example, I want to focus on what I can control. And what can I control? I can take precautions. I can take preventive measures. I can make sure that my house is disinfected. I can make sure that there's food stocked up. I can make sure that I'm socially distancing myself, so on and so forth. दूसरी तरफ काम की बारी आती है. So I cannot control what happens to the economy or the business or my workplace, but I can work on controlling my expenses. I can work on focusing on maybe work from home. I can work on those solutions. You're understanding what I'm saying. देखो, जब आप अपनी जिन चीज़ों को आप कंट्रोल कर सकते हो, जब उनके ऊपर फोकस करते हो ना, तो you get a sense of power, you get a sense of empowerment, and that is the basis of reduction in fear and panic. And the last point is, whatever's going on in the world and in our country and everywhere around us, let's try to use logic, let's try to use stats, let's try to rationalize this information, because the mind is constantly driven. इधर से information आ रही है, WhatsApp से information आ रही है कि ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. Go back to stats, go back to authentic sites, go back and look at the numbers, what are they saying, and उन numbers के अंदर आपको आपकी interpretation positive भी हो सकती है, आपकी interpretation negative भी हो सकती है. So if for example at the time of shooting this video they're saying कि लाहौर के अंदर या पंजाब के अंदर, please forgive my ignorance in this aspect, there's about somebody was saying about 600% growth in the past 5 days, और वो 600% growth कहाँ से हुई है? वो single digit से या 2 digit से 3 digits में चली गई है. So अगर मैं total population even पंजाब की भी देखूँ तो उसका एक अगर 450 है, that is a very small number. So एक इसका एस्पेक्ट ये भी है कि मैं 800% की ग्रोथ देख के अपने हाथ पाँव सुजा के बैठ जाऊँ, और दूसरी तरफ ये भी है कि they're still in 3 digits and they're not gone beyond. So there's a way of looking at things. I'm not saying start ignoring the facts. I'm just saying these are the ways. If you put all of these 12 points together, you will feel much more in control. You will feel much more grounded where we are, because at the end of the day, जो मैंने बात शुरू करते हुए भी आप लोगों को समझाया, panic never helps. So I wish all of us safe and healthy tomorrow. I hope that inshallah we get out of this situation, and I also will invite you to go and visit my website for lots of free stuff and stuff that you can read on and consume content that will benefit you and your family. Thank you very much.